Welcome back to City Trends. I'm your host, George Miller. We have our next guest on, and it is Jason Orton from Orton Equipment Company. Thanks a lot for coming on, Jason.
Thanks, George.
And can you share a little bit about your company and what services you offer?
All right, George. I'm part owner of Orton's Equipment Company in Stratford. It's that little town south of Lemoore. People pass it when they're going to the coast. We sell, service, and rent farm equipment from the Case IH, New Holland, and JCB brands of equipment.
Okay.
And we're celebrating our 110th anniversary this year.
110 years your company has been in business?
Exactly. I look pretty good for being 110
yes,
years old, don't I?
Well.
But it was started by my great-grandfather in Stratford in 1906, and it's gone through the generations of the family, and today my dad, my brother, and I work together to run the business.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. Because a lot of times you hear now where the kids want to do something different, but a lot of times the wealth and success of an organization is when the family stays together and passes that legacy down. I had some friends that owned a furniture store, and it was the third generation where things really took off, because now the building's paid for and a lot of the equipment's already paid for, and that's where that family and that legacy has the opportunity to have success from here on out.
Exactly. And one of the other benefits is that you build a real relationship with your customers. We've been dealing with some of the same customers for almost that entire 110 years, because some of these farms have stayed in the same families during that time period also.
Oh yeah, so you got grandsons and daughters running a company, and then you have the customers of grandsons and daughters that have been customers forever.
Exactly, and we've even had employees that have that same legacy also. We've had three or four generations of the same family also work in the business, which is kind of nice. You really build a close relationship with other people when you do that in the community.
That is really neat. And like I said, I worked for a furniture store, and it was like that. The owner, we were like family. We spent our Christmases there. It was just, and I've been in business for a long time, but it's very rare when you have that kind of a close-knit group and it stays together for a long period of time. And the unfortunate thing is that was my first job. And so then I thought all jobs were going to be like that. And here I am now 52, and I've never found that setting again.
No, it's pretty rare. We are the oldest retail business in Kings County, and we're proud of that fact. But it's kind of sad in the same way, though, that businesses can't function in that way over multiple generations. There's many reasons that happens, but we're very proud of this accomplishment and being able to work with different members of the community and our customers for this long.
And so what are your plans for the future? Because the valley's growing immensely, and I have friends here in Fresno that work for the city, and they've got big plans for the whole valley. So they're looking at some big growth in the next 10, 20 years. Are you guys looking at that and looking at making any adjustments? Or?
Well, making it 110 years requires adjustments. We've made it through the Great Depression. We've made it through all the different economic downturns. One of the big things we're faced with right now is water, and focusing on changes in water usages and cropping patterns here in the valley. And of course, we're always looking to adapt and looking at new technology and ways that we can serve our customers more.
What are some of the approaches that they're taking to address the water issue?
Well, the water issue specifically, there's just new technologies, new hybrids of different crops that require less water. Anytime that you can use new technology to cut down, even if it's just a few gallons, it helps a lot in the long run. But we're also seeing new technologies with the equipment itself. We're seeing tractors that are starting to drive themselves. Just this year, Case IH introduced a tractor that can literally drive itself from the farmhouse all the way out into the field and start working.
That's amazing. That is amazing. So in essence, you guys are almost a consulting company as well. So if someone comes in, you're also helping them with the guidance in what direction they need to go to be the most effective.
A lot of times a customer will come to you with a problem and they don't know what to do about it. So you have to analyze all the different angles of what they're trying to do, and sometimes dig down to the bottom and find out what is the real problem. Sometimes they're wanting to address a symptom of the problem, but not the actual problem. And so you determine what the problem is, and then you give them options. Here's different options that we can help you with on your farm. And then we become the experts in that situation because they don't know the equipment, they don't know how it's being applied in other areas. So there's the expert part of it, and you're also educating them on how it's used.
And this is one of the things that we miss with the bigger organizations and bigger corporations. And I don't want to use any names, but I went to a big box store one time, and I just need to get a tool. And this box store put our hardware store out of business. But when I used to go to the hardware store, I knew the guy on a first name basis, and if it took him 20 minutes to help me so I was successful, he did that. And now I spend 20 minutes trying to find someone to even talk to.
Exactly. It's all about the relationships we build with our customers, with our team of people, and also other stakeholders in the community.
Outstanding. If someone wants to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
They can go to our website, www.ortons.com. We also are on Facebook, and our phone number is also on the screen.
Awesome. Now, do you guys have any sales coming up in the near future that people need to know about?
We don't have a sale going on right now, but we do have something called the 110-day challenge. Because it's our 110th anniversary, we asked our employees what they wanted to do to celebrate. And one of the primary things they wanted to do was give back time to the community, different organizations and different charities. And so what we committed to do this year was give back 110 days of full days of service to various organizations and charitable groups in the community.
Wow, that's quite a commitment.
And we're almost there. I looked at the hours today that we put in so far, and I think we're going to get it by the end of November.
That's amazing, because most organizations, they just try to get 5 hours a year out of people. So you really took on a lot there. Awesome. Thanks a lot for coming on. I really appreciate it. For all your equipment needs in Stratford and the surrounding areas, please get a hold of Jason and his organization. We have to cut to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Awesome. Good job.